Morning, Emma. How can we help you today? What brings you into the clinic?
So I've been through some back pains, and just some cramping, in the stomach sort of thing, and then I've also got these headaches that keep coming in and out sort of thing.
Okay. Rightio. So let's start with your back pain. So you've got a few issues there, so we'll try and get through them all. So your back pain.
Yeah.
Where in it is it? Just one particular area in your back? Is it both sides?
It's more just towards the lower part, and I don't know, it goes from being one side to the other side or being a bit of both.
Okay. And how long have you had that? How long has the back pain been there?
On and off for the past week or so.
And only for about a week? Okay. And is it getting any worse?
Yes, it has its bad moments, but it has its good moments. It's a bit hit and miss.
Yep. And is it bothering you during the day? Does it stop you doing anything for work, sport? Does it wake you up at night?
It doesn't wake me up at night, but it certainly makes me have to move around a bit at night, so I suppose it does wake me up.
Okay.
And then, with work and trying to lift things up, it does sort of hinder me a little bit, but I'm able to work through it.
Okay, and what do you do for work?
I lift crates up and lift bread up onto shelves and that, so do a bit of lifting, which Chloe does.
And was there anything that actually caused it? So did you have an actual injury? So did you actually hurt it doing something, or did it just start hurting for no reason? You lift something too heavy, maybe lifted it the wrong way, anything like that?
It may have. I'm
not sure. Okay. The stomach cramps. Are they something that you've had for a while? How long have you had the stomach cramps for?
Probably last 2-3 days.
Okay, just a couple of days.
Yeah.
Where are you in your menstrual cycle?
Probably 7 days in.
Okay, right. Yep. Okay. And have they been bothering you during the day or at night? Stopping your work when you sleep or anything?
Mostly during the day.
Yep. Okay.
It hasn't stopped me sleeping or working or anything.
Okay, well that's good.
Been alright.
And pain level 1 to 10, how's that with them?
Probably a 6.
Okay. And finally the headaches, so a bit of background those. How long have you been having the headaches for?
Probably the past 3 days.
Okay, so about the same time as the stomach cramps?
Probably a bit differently, towards the afternoon, evenings.
Yep, okay, so the headaches afternoon, evenings.
Mm-hmm.
But they started about the same time as your stomach pains did? Your stomach cramps?
Probably, but I think they're for different reasons.
Okay. And have the headaches been getting worse?
They were worse yesterday, but they're a bit better today.
And what were you doing at the time of the headaches? Was there anything that you think may have been causing it to start off with?
I'd probably say I haven't been drinking enough water and they've just been a bit warmer.
The temperature's been warmer?
Well, my own temperature has been cold and I've been lapping up really extra warm.
Okay, radio.
So overheating myself a little bit.
Okay, we'll just get a little bit of background here. So having a look at your history here, you've had a few urinary tract infections since you were quite little, actually. What do you do for those?
I try and drink a lot of cranberry juice. Try and drink a lot of water to keep myself flushed out. And just other general things like trying to stay away from citrus fruits and ice and that sort of stuff.
Yep.
That cleanses.
Okay, is there anything that your mum and dad have got in their medical history that may contribute to either the urinary tract infections or anything?
I think I've got, well, not my parents, but I think my grandparents have issues with them, so.
Yep. So grandparents is in your grandmother?
Yeah.
Grandmother. And is that on your mum's side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have you had any colds or flus lately at all?
About 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
About 2 or 3 weeks ago. And what did you have with that? Did you have?
I just had a runny blocked nose, sore throat. Blah. don't know what the medical term for that is.
Generally unwell. Any headaches, nausea, fever, or anything with those?
Probably a little bit of nausea. Yeah.
And with the other things that you've got there, you're saying a couple of them are affecting your sleep. How do you feel? How do you find when you wake up? Are you tired when you wake up? Do you feel refreshed? How are you feeling when you first get up in the morning?
Tired.
You're tired?
For the first 10 minutes or so, and then I feel refreshed, but I definitely feel very tired when I first wake up.
And how many hours of sleep do you normally get a night?
Between 6 to 9.
6 to 9 hours? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And is that solid sleep, or do you find you wake up during the night? Okay. Stress levels in your life at the moment, where are you in your stress levels? Are you fairly relaxed, fairly stressed, scale of 1 to 10?
I'm probably really stressed, or just relaxing. So probably about 7 or 8.
7. Okay. You look pretty relaxed. So do you have any issues with depression, anxiety?
I've got anxiety.
You have anxiety? Okay. Is there anything in particular that triggers that anxiety?
Being in social situations and like my phobias and that.
Okay, what phobias do you have?
I'm afraid of birds, and then like kind of like a failure with most of my schoolwork, so that doesn't really help being in university.
Fair enough. Yes. Headaches we've got. What are your energy levels like during the day? Are they fairly high, fairly low?
Probably pretty average.
Average? Do you find that you have?
I have spurts of energy here and there. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have fairly regularly, like you find that it's always at say 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're really full of energy, or maybe you're really low?
Yeah.
So consistently, and what particular times?
No.
Okay, sorry.
I lose track of time.
Okay, now onto your urinary tract. How often do you go to the toilet during the day? 5 to 6 times a day. And what colour is your urine? Do you know? Is it?
It ranges depending on how much water I drink during the day.
Okay, and what is it usually like?
It's usually pretty clear.
Usually pretty clear. And when you go to the toilet, how often are we like? Is it a fairly big wee, or are they just little bits?
Probably pretty average.
Pretty average, not too sure. And is the flow fairly consistent? So when you get on it's a fairly consistent flow. Yep. Any pain or burning when you go to the toilet at the moment?
No.
Nothing. Okay, and just going back onto the stomach cramps, having a look there. What about your bowel motions? Are they fairly normal? How often do you go to the toilet a day?
Probably once a day.
Once a day? Okay.
I don't keep track of that.
Okay. So, and with your colour of your stools, what are they? Are they just a normal brown colour? There's no blood in them. You haven't noticed? You never noticed any blood or anything? Oh, that's good. Have any issues with bloating, burping, flatulence?
Only during periods I get very bloated, but otherwise I'm pretty good.
Okay. No itching or anything in that area or anything? No. Okay, that's no worries. With your back pain, how bad is that on a scale of 1 to 10?
When it gets to being pretty bad, it's about maybe a 7 or an 8.
7 or 8 at its worst?
Yeah.
And what seems to make it worse?
I don't know, sitting down, like the same position or standing up. I find laying down sort of helps it the best.
Yep. Okay.
Sort of thing, so.
Any pins and needles, numbness anywhere through your arms, your legs?
Sometimes in my, kind of in my feet, but it's more when I'm just standing for a long period of time.
Okay, and is that numbness or pins and needles?
Probably more pins and needles.
Yep.
Also from sitting down quite a lot, you get pins and needles in my legs.
That's okay. Right, so I'm just going to have a look at your posture and some flexibility. Let's have a look through that lower back and see what we can find. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to stand up in front of me and we'll have a look, we'll take some notes, and then we'll put you through some sort of flexibility stretches through that lower half of your body, and we'll see how flexible you are and see if that's inhibiting your movement in any way. Okay, right, let's stand up. Hands front for me. Nice. Tight by side, out to side. Okay. So have a look. I'm just going to look on the side and see what's going there. Okay, so you've got a bit of forward rotation of your hips, so you tend to slouch a little bit when you think. There's not too much rotation of those shoulders forward, so they're fairly good there as well. Okay, what I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to move into the room, onto the bed, and we're going to have a look at some. Actually, while you're standing there, I'll get you to, with your knees slightly bent, I want you to go down and see how far you can get to touch your toes.
Oh, okay. So
yep.
Just touch my toes.
Yep. Okay, come back up again for me. This time I'm going to get you to do it nice and slowly and roll through the back. Try and keep your back nice and straight and roll through from your waist, from your hips down, sorry. Yep, thanks. Yep, that's pretty good. Any pain in through there at all? A bit in the back of the legs. Yep, okay, no worries. And just, I want you to rotate sideways, so standing here, how far, just from moving just from waist up, try to keep your hips straight, just the top of your body, how far can you come either side? Yep, okay, so those hips are starting to rotate, try and keep them straight. Okay, so you've got a lot more movement that way than you do this way as well. Okay, yep, come over onto the bed and we'll move, we'll do some. So what I want you to do is laying down on the bed for me, laying on your back. Like this way. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some passive stretching through there. I just want to see what flexibility we've got through your hamstrings. Okay, so I'm just going to lift this leg up. Try and keep it. Let me know when it starts to hurt. All right. About there. Okay, so that's at about 90 degrees. Okay, let's have a look at the other side. Let me know when it's. About there. Okay, so that's a little bit more than the other side, so it's still about 90 degrees, but I'm just coming down. Okay, I'm just going to bend this knee up. Okay, I'm just going to take it over. I want to see you. Let me know. We're going to keep this shoulders on the table. When this knee comes over, let me know when it starts to hurt. Right there. Okay, so these are some stretches that I want you to do at home. Okay, so these are going to start stretching through that lower back area as well. Yeah. Okay, again, keeping the shoulders on the table. Out there. Okay, so again, there's a lot less flexibility through this side of the body than there is on the other side. Okay, so I'd say a lot of your issues are actually coming from this side here. Okay, so I'll get you to sit up nice and carefully. Okay, let's come out and we can go through our treatment plan for you. Okay, so it seems at the moment that you do have some restrictions through that lower back, and that's definitely something that we can look at through massage and through stretching at home. So I'm going to give you a sheet of exercises that I'd like you to do at home, and you can do those a couple of times a day. Nice and easy when you get up in the morning, when you're sitting down at your desk at work, if you have a desk at work, if not when you're at home, when you're studying, and then when you're, at night when you're watching TV. They're really easy to do. They can be done nice and simply at home. With your stomach cramps and headaches, I suspect that they are probably related to the headaches can be from your back. That's something that we can assess further when you come in for a massage. But the stomach cramps and headaches, I'd say, are relating to your menstrual cycle. So it seems that they sort of both happen at the same time, and you are at that stage in your menstrual cycle as well. So it's quite possible that that's because everything else there seems fairly normal and within the normal ranges. Okay, so if there are sort of too many more concerns, it's definitely something you should go and see your doctor about. Does that sound okay? Excellent. Well, thank you very much for coming in today. So I will I'll put some notes in there, and you can take them through to your doctor to have a chat to them about if you've got any concerns with that menstrual cycle, and we'll go from there. Okay, thank you.